Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Yo soy Milena, soy alumna del segundo curso del Centro Educativo Mbaracayú y el día de hoy tenemos un episodio bastante especial. En el marco del Día Internacional de la Tierra, queríamos recordar el compromiso que tenemos con nuestro hogar, la Tierra. ¿Sabía que millones de personas en el planeta sufren cada año a causa del cambio climático, como sequías, inundaciones o cualquier otro tipo de fenómeno del cambio climático causado por las inundaciones o principalmente la deforestación? Según la ONU, en cada año se pierden aproximadamente 10 millones de hectáreas de bosques, que sería más o menos como un tercio de lo que es el Amazonas. Esto es preocupante y peligroso incluso para nuestra salud. La misma ONU alerta que los ecosistemas sanos pueden protegernos de las enfermedades, debido a que la diversidad de especies evitan o dificultan en cierto modo la propagación de patógenos. Por eso queremos hacer un llamado para unirse a la causa de la conservación. Aprovechando este tema tan importante, queríamos compartir con ustedes una entrevista exclusiva que tuvimos la oportunidad de hacerle al Comisario del Medio Ambiente de la Unión Europea, con quien pudimos conversar sobre la importancia de la cooperación. Esta es la entrevista. Welcome to the Mbaracayú Educational Center, and we are the daughter of the forest. And this is our home.
Excellent. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, so we want to know more about your visit and about your work. So, could you briefly tell us what is the main purpose of your visit to our country?
So first of all, it's a great occasion to visit good friends because Paraguay and European Union are old allies, like-minded countries. So of course it's a good occasion to meet with your ministers, with your president, to talk on a couple issues. First of all, deforestation regulation, which will come into place since the beginning of next year, which will ensure that the production that is being produced around the world is not coming from deforested areas. Second, of course, we've discussed other matters that relates to international trade. Also using opportunity, we talked about the COP16, the biodiversity COP. We all gonna meet very soon, and it's going to be an important moment, what message we will deliver for the world. And lastly, global agreement on stopping plastic pollution, because plastic pollution is putting enormous pressure on our oceans, on our ecosystems, and even so, Paraguay is landlocked country. It's still your role is very, very important. So these were the key issues that we were discussing. But today I had an extremely good day because I came to see you, and most importantly, we launched the Forest for Life project, which will also help build up the capacity in between three protected areas here in beautiful Paraguay.
Okay, wow, this is beautiful. Okay, and we know that your role in the European Union is extremely important. So could you tell us a little more role as Commissioner for the Environment in the European Union, your main political tasks?
Well, this portfolio is extremely wide and deep if you look from all angles, but I would put it in couple main pillars. First of all, zero pollution. So my role and my cabinets and DGs who I worked with, role was to ensure that we reach a zero pollution by 2050. It doesn't mean that pollution is not going to exist. It will, but it's not going to be dangerous for human life. So this way we addressed many factors of pollution coming from industry, different other sectors, cars, and so on. Another pillar was circular economy. This is something that everyone likes about the environmental policy, me too. And it goes first of all about our consumption patterns as regards the clothes that we wear, the food that we eat, or even how we produce things. Because Europeans, they truly like, for example, their mobile phones or laptops, and they get very angry when those get old and slower. So, for example, we fight those pre-designed obsolescences and other stuff. The third pillar is biodiversity, is the crucial fundamental pillar, because, you know, Green Deal was the most important policy for the European Union.
Yes.
And everyone imagines always Green Deal about the climate policies, because it's easy to account the emissions and etc. But I can tell you that despite we reach zero emissions by 2050, if our ecosystems, such as this forest around us or our oceans, will continue to degrade, our soils continue to erode, we're still going to be bust, because the ecosystems, they do the huge work as regards the services, absorbing the CO2 emissions, mitigating the climate, even, you know, helping us with the temperature, which we see that is not going very well lately.
Okay, very good. And Europe, the environment and the new generations. What are the challenges facing European governments in terms of the environment?
First of all, the biggest challenge that they face is, of course, when they realize that something they've taken as given disappears.
Yes.
So, first of all, soil, because soil is crucial. You know, we have many farmers in the EU, and all of them, they want to work on the soil that is fertile. And when soil degrades, you cannot do any farming activities, you cannot sustain your living. Same goes with our seas and fisheries. You know, if there is no fish, there is no business case, so there is no fishers. Last challenge, which is going to be growing and growing, is water scarcity. So, you know, we already have an issue in the south of Europe as regards the access to water.
Okay, really interesting. So, and how do you see our region, South America? Do you think it faces very different challenge than Europe? If so, what would those differences be?
No, I think we face very similar challenges, global challenges. Yes, you can say that development, and there is a lot that you can do as regards developing the country, even so that lately you see macroeconomic numbers that are doing very well. But then if you look at the global challenges, first of all, it's climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. These are the three global challenges that we face, and that's why I am here to speak with your minister, get inspired by young people like you, in order to act, to have a mandate to act as regards tackling these global challenges.
Okay, good. And how does the European Union incorporate in the new generations, in particular young women, its sustainable development strategy?
Well, young women, they were particularly outspoken, and of course they are feeling anxiety about the future threats. First of all, about the climate change, and I think their role was crucial. We don't remember 2019 because it's been so long ago, but people on the streets around the globe, they were the ones who inspired the Green Deal. They were the ones who inspired politicians to go into COP and reach decisions that would be tangible and could be deliverables on the ground.
Wow. Okay. Last question. What message can you leave to our audience, young female students who dream of being agents of impact through sustainable development in their communities?
I think first of all, you know, don't lose what truly you are, because you all come from the environment which forces you to know the nature, to love the environment, to understand the forest, but most importantly, always fight for yourself. Don't be afraid to speak up. Never, you know, have a low dreams. Dream high, dream far, and you will see that those dreams, especially the dreams that are oriented into community, not into yourself, they will be the ones the most fulfilling, and the ones that when you achieve, you will feel very, very good at the end of the day.
Okay, wow, so beautiful. Y bueno, eso fue todo, eso fue nuestra entrevista a este invitado tan importante y tan especial tanto para el colegio como para la reserva en sí. Y si les gustaría más contenido como este, por favor suscríbanse y denle like. Okay. Muchas gracias. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Okay.
We finished, yeah? I don't need to speak in the mic.
Yes, I hope to see you soon.
Yeah.